Is back with us. And, you know, Rob, if I had this right, you did have the Jags to win. So.
Skip, I was Shannon. You got to give me credit. I gave Skip 13 points. What was it? Right? 13 or 14?
And
13.
You got Brady'd again.
And but I was right.
You said
that Jacksonville was going to two scores. I said it.
Who won the dinner off the game?
Okay, you did, but
I did win the dinner.
That game was a 14-point game almost the entire way. Mm-hmm. You got to give me credit for that.
You got Brady. Well, late touchdown pass. It always happens.
You would take that small consolation.
Yeah, as long as they get the L, I'm good.
Oh, I just want to come to this dinner. When you guys make a plan, let me know.
He owed me 12 when we got here from my days at ESPN, and I let him pay me off in one big expensive night. And it was
big, right?
Night.
Okay.
So now we start the clock ticking again. You're down 1, and by the end of the season, I don't know, it'll be 5 or 6.
No, I want to do this one early. Let's go to Mr. C's and get it done.
Oh, that's.
Can I come? Okay.
Yes.
We'll see. Hopefully. Okay, how much trouble, though, are the Patriots in?
Sound the alarm. I've been telling you all season, sound the alarm. Because, Skip, you know this. The Jacksonville Jaguars
I know it.
Are the kryptonite for the Patriots.
Really?
They are. Shannon, you saw the AFC Championship game.
Yeah,
they were up 20-10, fourth quarter in Foxborough. Bortles, who looked great yesterday, Sunday, but he couldn't get that big first down they needed to keep moving the clock and the time, and Brady beat him at the end. But I'm telling you, this team, 2-0 Jacksonville, last year Bortles had 21 touchdowns. He already has 5. And all they need this guy to do is not make the big mistake, keep the clock running. And they didn't even have Fournette, right? He didn't even play.
Right.
They don't have their best receiver, Marquise Lee.
This team is a good football team that I believe will represent the AFC. Last year, they were almost there. They couldn't get over the hump. This year, they get over the hump. And I think that this will be it's like as time goes on, you keep chipping away. I think they've chipping away at the Patriots, and then they will be able to finally get there and beat them. I don't even know if the Patriots are going to be in the AFC Championship game, to be honest. I'm not really counting on them being in the AFC Championship game.
You're not counting on it.
But I'm positive that the Jacksonville Jaguars, book it, are going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl.
You buying that?
Well, I said if Blake Bortles is going to play like Blake Bortles on Sunday, that defense, they're good enough to be the representative for the AFC in the Super Bowl. But I'm not as alarmed as he is. Julian Edelman will be back in Week 5. Them signing Josh Gordon lets you know that Coach Belichick is willing to do whatever it takes. Now, Coach Belichick says something that you don't normally hear him say. He said, we're a lot better than what we showed. Normally, he just said, hey, we got beat in all 3 phases. He never alludes to how good they actually are.
That is true.
I've never heard him say that.
Well,
so it lets you know.
That's a good point.
It lets you know that he thinks he has a very good team. I'm not concerned at all. They'll go fix it. Now, the defense can't be any worse than what they were on Sunday, can they, Skip? They got to be a little better. And I thought, you and I both thought, opening week against the Texans, we hadn't seen them generate that kind of pass rush in 5-10 years. And they were all over Deshaun Watson. And then come Sunday, they got nowhere near Blake Bortles. Now, maybe Flowers going out, maybe that had something to do. He was in concussion protocol.
Patrick
Chung went out later in the ball game with in concussion protocol. But I'm not concerned. This is Tom Brady. This is Coach Belichick. And as long as those two guys are together, it's like Penn and Teller. When you tell me one of those guys are leaving, that's when I'll tell you the show is about to be over. But as long as it's Penn and Teller, I'm not worried about it. As long as it's Brady and Belichick or Belichick and Brady, however you want to put them first, I'm not concerned.
Are you saying Brady and Belichick do it with smoke and mirrors?
Smoke, mirrors, and glue. And Skip, I'm going to tell you right now, while you get all worked up about Josh Gordon, he will not, N-O-T, be the magical elixir. I got 3 names for you. Ocho Cinco went to New England, failed. Albert Hainsworth went to New England, failed. Michael Floyd went to New England, failed. It's not automatic that they show up.
Kenny Britt, too.
Kenny Britt. Okay, another name.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Rob Parker, would you bet me yet another dinner?
Oh, look at this.
That New England will not make the AFC Championship game?
Wait a minute. We'll not go to the Super Bowl.
No, you said that they're not going to make the championship game. Thank you. 2 dinners.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
I love the smile you get on your face.
I don't
when
have.
you're up
I
to
have no
something.
zero confidence that the Patriots
Okay.
are going to be there.
At one point before the season started, I believe you said they wouldn't make the playoffs.
No, that was just hyperbole.
That was just hyperbole. Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to remind you that let's go back to 2014, 4th game of the year. Belichick and Brady went to Kansas City and lost 41-14. And everybody said, that's it. They're finished. Tom Brady's washed up. Belichick didn't get him enough help, and they are done. And what happened? A Super Bowl championship came out of that one. Then I'll just remind you, let's just go to last year. Opening night, Thursday night in Foxborough. The Chiefs did it again, 42-27.
So it tells you the Chiefs don't mean anything when they beat you bad. Is that what that means?
So if you had told me going into Sunday's game that one Blake Bortles, who he has little to no respect for, would throw for 377 and 4 touchdowns, and that his team would roll up almost 500 yards and 31 points and go 10 for 14 on 3rd down, I would definitely not pick Tom Brady's team because there's no way Tom Brady, no way Tom Brady could overcome that because that's just a disaster. And I still say Bill Belichick's defenses are getting pretty overrated here. Is he losing his fastball? I don't know because to your point, I'm going to bet on Tom Brady here, but I'm not betting on Belichick. When I'm saying they're going to be in the championship game, Tom Brady's going to have to overcome what didn't look like a very good defense. And it was the same defense he almost overcame in the Super Bowl. And if you told me that the Philadelphia Eagles would roll up 538 yards and Foles would throw for 373 and 3 touchdowns, and they score 41 points in the Super Bowl, I would not have picked Tom Brady. All he did was throw for 505 and score 33.
But he did have the big fumble at the end of the game.
Well, he had one. But
and a drop.
So did he throw any interceptions in the Super Bowl? No, he did not. He has now played 8 quarters in the last 8 months against Jacksonville. Has he thrown 1 interception against the Jacksonville Jaguars? As good as they are, as severe as that pass rush is, they got the 2 best corners in tandem in pro football. Has he thrown 1 interception in 2 full football games against Saxonville? Not 1. That's pretty great. I thought he was good enough to win the game. I thought it would be a low-scoring game. I thought it would be 20-17 New England, but I liked the way he played, and he doesn't have anybody. And now he's got a semblance of a possible Randy Moss receiver. I don't know how fast. The problem is Randy Moss came back in April. You know, they got him in April. They had him all the offseason and the whole training camp. But Josh Gordon could be Randy Moss.
But the only problem is, and Shannon, what was it? He's played 11 games since
2013.
11 games. He can't stay on the field. I think New England would hope and wish, but his track record tells you I wish him nothing but the best. But if you ask me, do I think he's going to finish the year in New England? I say no. That there'll be some issue where he doesn't show up or he's late or something happens.
He's done.
And he's done there.
Skip, you know if he's late for a meeting, he's late for practice, he doesn't step out of line. Coach Belichick's not going to tolerate it.
He won't. I got a feeling he's going to be really good.
I hope so.
I got a feeling Tom Brady.
He's a talented guy. I would love to see the guy play football.
Understatement. I mean, he could be the difference maker. And Julian Edelman in 2 more games will come back. And all of a sudden, that's his best target. And if he's got a wideout who can run by people.
Are those guys playing defense for them?
No.
Okay, so that's why Jacksonville, Skip, Jacksonville will win the AFC.
It doesn't matter with them. I mean, like Skip said, they went 2-2 in 2014. They won the Super Bowl. They went 2-2 last year. They went to the Super Bowl.
Shannon, this is a different year. No. Tom Brady's 41 now. Do you understand that?
Well, you know that vibranium. That vibranium keep you right.
41.
Pliability.
Vibranium.
LeBron uses vibranium. Tom Brady uses pliability.
Do you see LeBron posting them videos? How him working out?
No.
Him in the gym? He was up there at Lifetime, ain't miss a shot, dunking him and Ben Simmons.
Really?
Yeah.
So why hadn't he been scrimmaging with his teammates?
He's been him and Kyle Kuzma out there right now.
Really?
Yeah, he been posting that, him and Kyle Kuzma.
Really?
Yep.
All I hear is China one day, Paris the next day, Las Vegas the next day. I've never seen an itinerary in the offseason like LeBron James.
You got that 650, that G650. You in Paris one day, you in Shanghai the next day, you in Vegas the next, you in New York.
All I heard was ridicule in the offseason while Tom Brady was actually taking a vacation with his kids
LeBron kids are in school right now, so they're not able to travel with dad.
I just have one question, though. Now that LeBron is in L.A., have y'all been hanging out? Have you got a call from him?
Nah.
You're his biggest guy here. LeBron won't even.
Me and Rich Paul.
Really?
Making business moves.
Are you really?
So you're going to start?
Think about getting me a production company.
Are you?
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have LeBron
I know a
guest star?
reporter who breaks stories.
Nah.
Huh?
Nah.
No?
LeBron told me he won't come on board if I hire you.
You have no time for a production company.
Yeah, I got a production company. Got somebody got a couple of irons in the fire. Keep them going. Skip. You know how I do.
Okay, well, Rob, when we need to break news again, we will know who to call. Thank you for being here. We are not talking about LeBron next. We're talking about Carson Wentz because he is back. And should the Eagles be Super Bowl favorites again, we'll discuss next.
Walk into him is back.